The warm-up today is 2 rounds of the following movements, but there's also a pre-workout. Now this is an opportunity to try all the movements in the workout at lower volume and lower weight to get you really ready to dive in. Squat rotation. Dropping into a good squat, getting your glutes below your knee line. As you do this, you're going to push one elbow into your knee, then rotate the opposite arm towards the sky, trying to get your shoulders in a straight line. Good mornings. Gently resting the weight on your upper back. You're pushing your hips back first, maintaining the natural S-curve in your spine. You should feel this stretch in your posterior. As you push your hips back, then forward, squeeze the glutes at the top, come down to roughly a 90-degree angle. Mountain climbers. From a high plank position, you're bringing your feet as close as possible to your hands, alternating legs each and every time. Keep a tight core, try to keep your hips in line with your shoulders. The workout today is 5 rounds for time, but there is programmed rest, and a good bit of it being 3 minutes between each round to give you the opportunity to go really hard each and every round. Push-ups from a good high plank position with your hands directly under your shoulders. You're lowering your body to the ground with a tight core and neutral hips. As you lower your body to the ground, your elbows should be tucked in close to your sides, no more than a 45-degree angle. Renegade row, good high plank position. Don't dip your hips. Keep your feet shoulder width apart or wider, pulling the weight up, pinching between your shoulder blades each time. Dumbbell deadlift with the weight coming from the floor and your feet directly under your hips. You're bending over, pushing the hips back first, and I'm going to slow it down here. You see the hips move back first, arms and weight stay in a straight line close to the body. You maintain a flat back or that natural S-curve in your back. Chest stays up, eyes forward. As you pull the weight up, keep the back tight, squeezing through the glutes and the backside the entire time. Sit-ups with your feet coming together and knees dropping to the sides, lowering your body to get your shoulders to touch the ground, then come up again past your hips to touch your toes. Jump rope with your elbows tucked in and your hands slightly in front of your hips. Your wrists are doing all the work here, so stay loose and keep breathing. Jumping jacks, getting your feet wider than your shoulders each and every time with locked out arms. We have a cash out today and it's a cool down. Now don't skip this cash out. Go slow and controlled through the movements, going to a point of tension, not pain. Down dog to heel tap with partial cobra. As you push up into a down dog position, bring your opposite hand to the outside of your opposite heel if possible, turning your palm towards the sky. As you push forward, slowly and methodically push into a cobra position, gently arching your low back to stretch through. Repeat the motion as described. Narrow stance squat with toe raise. Keeping your feet close together or under your hips. You're dropping down into a good deep squat as low as you can go, pushing your hips back first. As you get down to a low squat position, then you're slowly, carefully rolling forward on top of your toes, pushing your knees out past your toes as far as you can. As you come back slowly, controlling your body weight, you're rolling up, extending your back. Hip rock with both legs at a 90-degree angle. You're simply rocking backwards, stretching through the hip, then leaning forward, stretching through the hip and low back each and every time. We have a couple scaling options for you today as follows. Scaled push-ups from your knees with your hands directly under your shoulders, lowering your body to the ground, elbows less than a 45-degree angle close to your sides. Scaled renegade. We have one body weight scaling option for you today if needed to complete the workout. Squat jumps. As your hips push back, you're dropping your glutes below your knees, keeping your knees in front of your toes. Then you explode up, extending your hips and squeezing your glutes as you push towards the sky.